Thank you, Chip. My name is Sheikh A. Toure. I'm the founder and chief executive officer of Liberation Chocolate. And basically, we are based in Liberia, and we are involved in the business of cocoa production and rehabilitating abandoned cocoa farms in the country. Then through that, provide employment opportunities to former child soldiers. Yes, it's great, and Liberia is far away from the United States, so the distance is far, and we have to continue talking to investors. So we're making a lot of connections, but up to present, no funding yet. Just like that. So, the Unreasonable Institute has been a great vehicle for me because the Unreasonable Institute made it possible for me to really define my business, scale the impact, meet a lot of people, make great connections, and give me a kind of a support. So the Unreasonable Institute has been the stepping stone. Yeah. My company basically is involved in cocoa production. What we do, we rehabilitate. Our business model is clear. We rehabilitate abandoned cocoa farms. As we all know, my country, Liberia, went through a civil war, and basically it made every businesses in the country to take a slow down because, when the country is at war, investors pull away their lives, their resources, everything, and the country has gone through that, and basically every sector in the country went down. So since the war is over, we've seen farms that were serving as vehicle to sustain families in the country are now overgrown. They have become so bushy, and the owners don't have any means to revive or refurbish those cocoa farms or rehabilitate the farm. So that's a serious social need to really re-encourage the Liberian people to farming, that the farming that serves as a tool for you before the war is stay or tool for you in the future. So we come in, and through that we provide employment opportunity to former child soldiers. We have a lot in the country, and we have almost 150,000 former combatants in the country, most of them children. And they were all kids. Most of them were kids that were recruited at the age of 10, 12, 13 before the war by warring factions. And 14 years fighting, they have turned to adult without any academic or professional qualification. So we are making sure we provide them decent job. We provide them something to do so that they don't feel isolated in society, so that greedy politicians can use their vulnerability to do, to sink the country back to different things. So in essence, we are sustaining the peace, we're providing employment opportunity, and at the same time, we're making a bunch of people called farmers, cocoa farmers, to get a living out of what they have and to add value to the land. Basically, I have my own drive and motivation to that effect. I was a kid at the age of 10 when the war came in 1989. I was born 1979. And fortunately for me, my family, my mom carried me to the Ivory Coast in a refugee camp, and I spent 14 years of my childhood there. And the basic education that I acquired was acquired on a refugee camp, sponsored by the United Nations High Commissioner for Refugees. I have colleagues, my friends, at the age of 10, 12, 13, that we all play together as children, happy children in a peaceful country. We're not fortunate to go in refugee camps. We're not fortunate to flee the war. So instead, they were recruited forcefully. Children without any basic knowledge of sense of direction were recruited and became fighting forces. Most of them were abused, drugged, because there was this false perception that children are brave in fighting because they don't know what they're doing. So all warring factions started competition recruiting children here and there, forcefully recruited them to fight. So now they are adults. There is a social problem, a serious social problem of that. Their integration has not been totally really successful, even though some have been done, but they don't have job. The disarmament token they receive cannot carry them anywhere. So now, basically, my friends that were not fortunate to cross the refugee camp don't have job, and 150,000 former combatants in the country, no job. 3.8 million population. Government employing only 32,000 persons. So we need a strong private sector. Because providing job, you are sustaining peace. You are providing peace. When people are not happy, they become vulnerable. Simple. So this is basically my drive, my motivation to making sure that we all live in a happy society. Even not all, but at some reasonable level. People can depend on one another. If I'm the only person from my family working, I can provide a help for my family. We have African family. If we are two, that will lessen my burden to help my family. If we are three, just like that. At least in a family, I need funding. Right now, I'm talking to buyers since my arrival at SOCAP, and that has been very helpful to me because I'm in contact with buyers right now, and possibly we might be signing contract to supply them. I might be receiving purchase order very soon. So we need, this is our first test on the international market. And I think it's helpful because the price we will be getting on this market is bigger than everything. So we need the capital, the funding to allow us ship at least 1 or 2 containers to meet up with the contract. Yeah, I have a specific number, but flexible number. My number is 250K, but if I can get 50,000 to 100,000, that could help because I know that cocoa is in demand on the market, and the retail chocolate market is over 100 billion and growing 5% every year. So that's a very big opportunity to navigate through, providing impact to impoverished people and at the same time getting financial return. The Unreasonable Institute provided me the best mentors. I have never known of mentors before, and they have freed me. I've gone through their program. It was very helpful. Now I've understood what is this financial space. I know what is debt, convertible note. I know what is equity investment. I know what is loan in essence. I know what is a VC, venture capitalist. I know what is an angel investor. So, basically it has helped me to understand. I'm a student of accounting anyway, but the real actual financial space, the contemporary one that is going on in Silicon Valley on the Wall Street, it make me to be abreast with that. So they have made me to be investment ready also. My closing remark here is that we have a lot of opportunities in Liberia. And that when people think that only the major market you can do business in, that's true, but you have other people who need a fund to make more impact and to give you more return. 75% of the world cocoa is from West Africa. And I have the capacity to get those cocoa from the Ivory Coast, from Guinea, from Sierra Leone, from Liberia, aggregate them and ship it. And the more volume we have, the more shipment we do, the more employment we do, the more money we pay in tax to our country, the more we contribute to our country, the economy of our country. So, yeah, my name is Sheikh A. I'm the founder and CEO of Liberation Chocolate, and we are involved in cocoa production, rehabilitating abandoned cocoa farms, and through that providing employment opportunity to former child soldiers.